game after game after game, and I've never played Metal Gear Solid. Ever. Like, literally ever. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome! Today we are going to be watching all of the Metal Gear Solid cinematic trailers. And I'm going to be reacting, plus I'm going to be guessing the storyline of the games. I'm usually pretty damn accurate. It's a little wild. Very wild. Let's take it back a bit. What do I know about the Metal Gear Solid franchise? Well, I know that the main character, his name is Snake, because he was in Smash. That's the only reason I know. Oh, and I also know that the director slash producer was Hideo Kojima. Did I say that right? I don't know, I might have butchered it. I know he also was the main director in a lot of the Silent Hill series, I think. He also produced PT, which I happened to play the day of launch, not knowing what it was. Lots of nightmares from that. And that's it. That's literally all I know of Metal Gear Solid. I'm pretty unseasoned with this game. Honestly, I stayed away from the Metal Gear Solid franchise as a kid into adulthood because I thought it was a really dude-oriented game. I mean, I was all up on Pokemon, Final Fantasy, Maple Story. Ruined my life with that one. So yeah, I really absolutely know zero things. But studying for this video, I did realize that the Metal Gear franchise actually started back in '87, which I had no idea. I thought it actually started in the 2000s where Metal Gear Solid 1 came out. Unfortunately, games did not have trailers back in the day. But other than that, I'm coming in blind, actually blind. But that makes it funner, right? I think so. Before we get into this, my name is Oli. Welcome to my channel. I am a gamer, game collector, game enthusiast. Maybe I'll add what's in my console right now. I am just wrapping up Tales of Arise. I've been playing this game for so long, and this is my second playthrough, so. All right, let's get into this. Let's go. As usual, I'm always starving, so my food of the day is my fruit shake, because I usually film these early in the morning on an empty stomach. I don't know why, because this is a very long video. I will regret it later, for sure. Also, I did not do any of the mobile game trailers because you know how I feel about mobile games. Gaming is not meant for mobile devices, okay? That is a fact. All right, let's just get into this. I think I knew he was a mercenary. Is he a mercenary or is he a spy? That guard needs to get fired if you didn't see him climbing into that vent. So stealth mode is very important in this game. I'm taking it. Ooh, look at that action. And that other gentleman does not see it walking around the corner. I thought I needed glasses. Their peripheral vision is beyond terrible. I love that little sound bite. Is he invisible? Is Snake invisible? Or is he trying to kill someone who's invisible? Okay. Wait, no. I think that is Snake. Or are you the guy shooting with really bad aimbot? What is going on? Oh, I love that 90s explosion graphic. I heard that soundbite before. It was in Pokemon Stadium. In the sushi game. No, not the dogs! Okay, night vision. Ooh. The soundbite kills me. I won't lie, this trailer's not giving me enough information to make any decisions on. No! They're really overusing that thing. Okay, so he has a partner who's a chick, pretty badass. How many times do they have to show Metal Gear Solid logo in this trailer? Okay, he can set up traps. I wonder what those traps do. Are they explosions? Yes, they are. Oof. The final logo reveal again for the 4th time. I love how the ending's just him spamming a lot of gunfire. All right, here is my expert opinion on this game. There wasn't that much to go off of. There was just a lot of shooting, evading, stealth mode. I did see some people locked up in a cell, so I'm gonna go off the whim and say that they're probably hostages, the ones that were doing the bad formed sit-ups and crunches. So probably in this game, you are a mercenary, aka Snake, who is part of a larger organization, but your current task at hand is to go and rescue these hostages, but also take down this big organization, which is super evil, extremely evil. I'm just gonna go off a whim here, okay? I think Snake's a good guy. Because he's part of this larger organization, I mean, at least I suspect he is, there was that girl at the end that joined him in the combat. Maybe she was a hostage that he rescued, or maybe she was part of the organization, you know, his backup. That I'm still trying to figure out. I know that none of these guards are qualified to be guards in this game, because it is, like, you need to get fired. Like, what did you put on your resume to get there, you know? Did you have to do gun training? Did you have to do aiming? What type of, anyways, they all suck. Like, every single one of them. Oh, and on top of that, their vision, seeing Snake, even when he wasn't in stealth mode, they just walked right past this guy. It's just, anyways, they suck. So So I feel as though in this game, yes, you take down this organization. I don't know what this organization has a threat on. Maybe they have a threat against the entire world, because that's usually how games back in the 90s and 2000s worked. You eliminate the threat and we're off to the next game. How about that? I think that pretty much sums up my expert opinion. I do see obviously my knowledge with him in Smash Bros, because I've been playing Smash all my life, like literally all my life. He has a arsenal of explosives, gunfire, I think knives too, I'm not too sure. I do recall, I don't know if it was a meme or something or whether it was in Smash, but he also goes in this box that he can go invisible in. So I'm gonna go with that. I haven't seen it in this trailer, so I don't know if it made its way into the game yet. Okay, because I lack much knowledge with this game, there were a lot of releases in between. I think I'm jumping to Metal Gear Solid Special Missions. I don't know. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so yes, we're moving into Metal Gear Solid Special Missions. No context. What's with them always flashing that interesting? I can't say I know this one's part of the storyline. It might just be one where you honestly have fun with missions. I kind of think that's what it's about. That sound. Yeah, I don't know if this is part of the storyline. I'm probably gonna... I have no idea. I think, again, you're just doing fun missions and it's almost a little add-on. Did you not see your friend just get shot in front of you? Yeah, I think it's just an add-on game. Maybe I'll have to skip this one. There's no storyline to tell. But there's a lot of explosions. I feel like the target, the X wasn't even on his head. Oh, a UFO! Where did that come in from? If only it worked like that, you know? I believe the girl he's creepily taking photos of, she is probably part of his organization, giving him these missions.
Don't get careless.
Okay, so you can also move out of that mode and do missions in other types of maps. But it's still also a very mission-based game, hence the name. You are aiming for the wrong place, sir.
VR training I did on board the Discovery.
Okay, so VR existed in Snake's world back in the 90s. I don't know when VR was created here. I have the first gen VR from 2017, I think. Anyways, I'm digressing again, as usual. So yeah, this is just a game to tickle your Metal Gear fancy and gives you extra missions that I don't know if they're directly related to the storyline, but it helps justify my earlier hypothesis of you are a mercenary of some sort working for an organization, taking down a bigger, more evil organization. Yeah, I think that's all this is. All right, let's go on to the next one. What is the next one? Okay, we are going on to Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I don't know. Hopefully I'm going the right direction, or else I will hear it in the comments. Comments will let me know.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and think, what am
That man's getting attacked by a bird.
made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love?
I personally don't think birds belong in cages, but that's just me.
Below, and ask every child I know, do you think tomorrow will bring sun or rain? Which one of these will show?
So maybe they had a remaster because it was a masterpiece, I believe. It looked like an abominable snowman. Oh, okay, that is Snake. Ooh, he is very HD'd and clean shaven. Is that your friend or is that your foe? I can't really tell who is who. I don't know if this is a good guy or a bad guy, but I have some thoughts.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word. And that's what keeps me alive.
Oh! Did he cut his arm off?
Died.
No, he dodged.
When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes. Then he's all mine.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake.
I didn't kill your father.
Charades usually are humorous.
Somebody more important. Anyway, they bring me luck.
At least this trailer has a bit more context than the other one. a bit. Ooh, is that... What is that? Like a huge Gundam? I honestly cannot really see. Multiple gun flip in case you missed it the first time, you know?
Looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Alright. It's not done. Okay, it's done. Okay, it's done. Alright, here's my expert opinion on this one. He meets a lot more characters in this one. In the first trailer, it only showed him stealthing around, showing some of his, abilities. But in this one, they actually start to introduce characters, which is interesting because some of them have said a few things. I mean, I think that girl with the big gun, I almost feel as though, yeah, she has a vendetta for Snake because apparently she is under the thought that he killed her father. But I think he's going to prove to her in this game that he did not, and they're going to become friends, partners. I have no idea. I almost feel as though she also may help him in this game. The guy that I thought was getting attacked by a bird, his parrot friend, not getting attacked at all. And I feel as though just because in the last game it seemed like there were hostages, he might be the hostage in this scenario. So I also think, you're Snake, you're fighting through all these bad dudes. You have to go rescue this scientist because he's the lead engineer or the mind behind creating some of these larger high-tech machinery, hence why it turned into more of that, big Gundam / Evangelion type of robot at the end. So I feel as though he's the main engineer behind it. And this evil organization, because they have to be evil, is keeping him hostage to build these for mass destruction. Yeah? Did I get it? I feel as though I'm pretty close. I mean, these don't have much context at all. I am wondering, though, that place at the beginning of the trailer, it was kind of lodged or situated in the water. I wonder if that is his main HQ, Snake's main HQ, or whether it's the evil people's HQ. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's all I really got. They didn't really give too much. I mean, they kind of shared some of those characters who I think are part of the evil organization. There was that bald dude with an eye patch. Who else was there? Well, I guess they weren't that significant then. Okay, we are moving on to Metal Gear Solid. I don't know what Substance, Twin Snakes, I don't know the difference, but anyways, let's just watch both of them.
I thought you'd retired.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come.
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
A deception for our own protection.
Oh man, the plot is twisting in this one.
It was a cover-up all along. That's all there is to it.
Why are you repeating the same mistake?
You're changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours. It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Sheds its
Are you afraid of what might be hidden inside?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality.
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later.
I can't tell if the voices
It's a game, just like usual.
are just
We're here on
clips
our own,
from the
not under
game
anyone's
merged
orders.
together,
We have our own battles.
or whether they're actually having a conversation.
Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
There's a war going on here.
This is a military mission.
Is this also another side game? Ooh! I thought he was just angry at the alcohol bottles.
Any field experience?
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
I do think this
That's
is
far more effective than lying
another side
exercises.
mission game.
This situation.
It's like James Bond.
Nostalgic.
He's all dressed up
Well, I
fancy.
doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission.
As if those cameras did not catch it. Oh, we're friends!
Freeze.
But nothing seems real.
There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology.
It's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place. It's about to be activated.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
This is another side mission game.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
But the beginning was very, it's kind of changed my thoughts on what's going on in the story.
We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, do not fail us.
Is that Snake? He looks so different.
You must continue your mission.
Everyone knows that it's a dangerous substance.
It's unbelievable.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth.
That's good news.
Oh, it's broken. That would be me.
Is this according to simulation
I would
too?
be that person. I know this game was a side game. Well, it's apparent after watching it. But it's actually given me so much more insight than the other trailers. So I feel like there's a twist in this game. I feel as though those sound clips at the beginning were sound clips from Metal Gear Solid 2 that were just brought into this trailer. But I almost think it sounds like Snake was supposed to retire, but I think he might have some sort of... He might be a manufactured soldier. I think so, because they were flipping through kind of DNA looking stuff at the beginning of that trailer. I almost think some of the audio was alluding to him discovering something deeper than what was face value. So maybe he recognizes in Metal Gear Solid 2 that there is some sort of genetic modification for him. He's part of maybe a larger experiment of soldiers. Now decided that retirement is past him because he needs to figure out what the hell is going on. And so do I. That's all I got. Moving on to the next one. We are going to Twin Snakes, I believe. I don't know if Twin Snakes is also a side game, but hey, side game trailers actually help me out.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Snake, there are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Got it.
You will have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of ArmsTech, Kenneth Baker.
Okay, so he's still on this rescue mission.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it.
And they said something about a nuclear strike.
Seriously, Snake. We're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
Including a box. A cardboard box. Those terrorists, now that we know that they're terrorists, look the same from Metal Gear Solid 2.
I'm counting on you, Snake.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
It's possible.
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Don't move!
Ooh, they always enter some badass woman in all of these games.
Can you shoot me, rookie? Good.
They're gonna fall in love.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Was that the guy in the second trailer with the eye patch?
Who are you? Like you. I have no name. It can't be.
But he does have his name. His name is Solid Snake. I think that was the girl that couldn't kill him before. Oh! 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 It looked like he was just shooting anywhere.
I agree. Always looking forward to the next good war.
What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles, only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Huh. Huh.
You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
You're a hero, aren't you?
I'll be killed. That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. It was all a big lie.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
After 30 long years, finally, the two of us meet. The brother of light and the brother of dark.
Okay. Well, it's
Snake,
not even done.
It's showtime. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay, I actually took notes because I feel as though this game is going in a twist. So, the program name we learn in this trailer is called Metal Gear. But I think what was proposed in some of the earlier trailers, Snake is starting to get a little bit more information and he's starting to discover things on his own. So what was previously positioned to him around Metal Gear was that it's a terrorist group launching this nuke program. I actually think that scientist with the parrot, he's actually evil because he made his cameo in this trailer. In this trailer, he was supposed to rescue a chief and a president of the arms tech. So I also think, I don't know if he's the president of the arms tech. I don't know. Clearly, I do not know. But what Snake is starting to see is that, is this terrorist group actually evil or are they good? I also think what I was saying in some of the previous hypothesis is that this arms tech terrorist group that he's going against, they do a lot more than just nukes. They create, I think they call them exoskeletons, which I'm kind of saying they're probably like faceless warriors because that one guy with the sword that he was fighting said, "I also have no name like you." And he also said, "Do you remember me now?" I think they have some sort of correlation. I think what I was saying in some of the previous trailers was that Snake is genetically modified, and I stand by that. I also think he is genetically modified. He's part of these faceless warriors, as I'm going to call them, and he's starting to see some sort of relationship with his own abilities plus their abilities plus their connection together. Okay. Also, at the end of that trailer, there was some dude who said, "Hey, you're the brother of light, I'm the brother of darkness." So I think that also helps signify their ties together, part of this manufactured arms tech company. I feel like there was so much more in that trailer that I probably could have broken down, but I almost feel like there's a twist happening, like this huge plot twist. I'm just trying to figure it out what it is. But, okay, let's just move on to the next one. Okay, we're moving on to Metal Gear Solid 3. And I think there's 2 3s. Anyways, I'll figure it out. As always. Or you'll let me know in the comments.
I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again.
Put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
You're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice.
This is the same snake-looking guy in Smash. He has the little beard going.
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end. To my purpose. What about you, Jack? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge.
When you say love, it's not a romantic type of love, right?
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life. By your own hand. One must die, and one must live. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title
has
of boss
a near automata
will face an
scene
existence
looking
of endless battle.
going on here.
Snake, is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in other people's lives.
Oh, they
You
are
are
in love.
interested in the boss. What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother.
Oh.
And my master.
And you love her?
It went deeper
Is this
than
a
that.
different lady?
Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?
Between a man and a woman?
Ooh, okay.
You bet.
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now? That's your mission, isn't it?
They're both blonde, so it kind of confuses me whether the boss and that girl in the bikini are related.
We will heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength. An unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit.
I think he was in the other trailers, but he just looks a little messed up right now. I couldn't ignore my hunger, so I went and I made a sandwich. Here is my expert opinion on this trailer, which it's pretty wild. Since Metal Gear Solid 2 trailer, things started to unravel a little bit more. So they disclosed in one of the earlier trailers that Metal Gear is a program designed to nuke America. There were some questions raised around, is that the truth? Or is it another type of program to, I don't know if it's to counter a nuke. I think that was what was mentioned. But the leader of his organization, also known as Boss, has betrayed them, another air quote, because I don't know if it's full betrayal. The boss's significance in this game was that she trained Snake. She raised him. I thought there was some love interest going on, but no, I don't think so. She's almost like a mother figure to him. So she's really taught him everything he knows. And I almost feel as though she premeditated this. So premeditated her role as being the boss. She premeditated Snake's role. I still think he's genetically modified in some shape or form, or he's created or modified by this arms company. And she's hoping he's going to come over to her side once he starts to uncover a little bit more of the truth. But it's something he needs to do as an individual. He can't just be told. Because maybe he's kind of one of those rogue soldiers where he gets to make his own decisions. But then I just want to retract that because, I mean, I think the whole game is about you following orders. So I don't know if that applies. I can't forget about the faceless men, which is why I still think he's genetically modified. So now Snake is in this predicament whether he's going to continue taking orders from his organization or whether he's going to start siding with his boss. But I actually think in the game, you kill the boss, you start to uncover more about the truth that sways the direction of Snake's, maybe his role in the upcoming games, because he's not just a mercenary. He's not just a soldier taking orders. He's finding out like what the hell's going on. Now that girl in the bikini, very interesting choice of wardrobe, but I feel as though she looks very close or similar to the boss. So I have a feeling she might be the boss's daughter, real daughter, which is why she's grilling Snake, saying, hey, do you love her? Because, you know, if you love her, I can't love you. And I almost feel like they get into a little whole romantic fling, which I enjoy. That's what I live for. But we'll kind of see her progressions in the upcoming trailers. I will say, however, in this trailer, they might not have any romantic connection, but she definitely aided him in this game. And it looked like at the end of the trailer, she left with him on that 2-cart buggy. So I'm interested to see her role. I think there's more to her than what this trailer depicts her as. Okay, did I get that right? Totally yes. Okay, we're gonna move on to, I think it's another Metal Gear Solid 3. Is Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence? Is that Snake? Yes, it is. Huh. I actually think that's his boss's grave. Is that the boss? I think so. I think that represented that there were 3 groups. Oh, so it's an online game. So you probably are one of the 3 groups and you're training your armies to battle each other. And I think that's probably the infamous cardboard box. I thought I'd never see them. Yeah, I think you're training them to battle each other. That's so hilarious. That's so funny. I think you're getting targeted. Just a thought, just a thought. Or are they targeting him? Is it, you know, practice or something? I don't know. Even among all of this, I mean, online battle, I still think there's a significance to this storyline into the main storyline. Why is he walking like that? Is he holding a magazine? I don't get it. Okay, so I think he's training them. Or Or maybe he's figuring out the strongest of his crew. What is that? What are they doing? Are they friends now? Or are they just groaning at each other? Oof. He got owned right in front of his men. Oh, wait, that's a terrorist organization. Even among the online factor, I still saw some stuff at the beginning that I'm gonna elaborate a little bit on into my summary of the story plot. At the beginning, it looks like he probably made the decision to kill his boss after all, because it looked like as though he got promoted to boss. That's what they call them, boss. And part of that promotion, he gets to lead his own crew of people and train them. And I think that's what this cinematic trailer demonstrated. So he's training his crew. Alternatively, I think there's 2 other groups that are training their own crews. So there's that, I don't know, kind of looked a little Russian. I think he had like a red beret or something like that. I could be totally wrong. But there's also the lady with blonde hair. So I don't know if that's actually his boss who survived. But I also think that grave he visited at the beginning was his boss's grave. Because the way that they positioned those scenes, it was, I think it was him getting a promotion, then going to the grave, and maybe he went to go thank the grave. But, oh, plot twist. He said he killed his boss, but in actuality, she's still alive. He let her live because of his respect for her, and maybe the fact that he's discovering more things about the overall plot. I thought that was awesome. Yeah, I think that's great. So there's a lot of twists happening in my mind. Who knows if these actually came to fruition in the games? I don't know, but I'm liking my own story. I should probably turn this into a movie, right? Okay, we're gonna go into the next, which is Metal Gear Solid 4. Okay, we're almost there.
This mission isn't an order from Washington. Not like the old days. And it's not something the UN can officially sanction either.
Why me?
Because of the military might of the PMCs and the effect they have on the economy. War is to the 21st century what oil was to the 20th, the pillar that supports the global economy. The global community is concerned.
I think she's been in every game. That lady with the poofy hair.
Sounds pretty self-serving to me.
But I, for one, don't intend to simply stand by and watch it happen. This isn't justice. It's a covert assignment. A hired hit. Will you do this for me?
OMG. Oh my god. Okay. So many things are flying through my head right now.
Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP. To do that, he needs to analyze the nanomachine structure and find out how they communicate with one another. The nanomachines currently in use by militaries and PMCs are 3rd generation. But their design is derived from that of the 1st generation.
1st generation?
A nanomachine colony, part of which was Foxdie. 9 years ago at Shadow Moses, I injected it into your bodies.
Okay, I was pretty damn correct. Oh my god. It's like they're using those nanomachines to control them, or I don't know if this is considered control. Sabotage them. Or maybe that was had nothing to do with it.
system makes it possible to integrate not only micro-level information on individual soldiers and units.
Oh, okay, yes, controlling is happening.
Information about field conditions and order of battle.
Huh.
So they finally achieved total real-time battlefield control.
He's taken command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
You want Liquid dead?
He must be stopped before it's too late.
Listen to me, Snake. We're ready to strike Liquid at any time.
You're planning to take him by force. It's crazy.
Just shoot!
Look, things aren't
They look
simple.
identical. I wonder if that is the light darkness that was mentioned in the other trailer.
I'm no hero. Never was. I'm just an old killer. Hired to do some wet work.
Snake, if you won't be a prisoner to fate, then go. Fulfill your destiny.
You too, immortal.
No, I just don't fear death.
Is that Snake talking? I kind of heard an accent. Who's this cyborg guy? Maybe he's the next generation of what I'm calling faceless men. Ooh, that's very slick. Ooh! Ooh! I was not expecting that. Oh, he's still alive. That was nothing to him. Who are these two players? Oh, did he use his own attack against him? He totally did. Oh, but he's not done. These guys all have unlimited HP. Ooh! That was a cool battle. I was not expecting any of that. Oh, that just gives me lower back pain.
Could you be the one to finally finish me?
Wait, was that the same game? I'm so confused. Here's my expert opinion of this trailer. So, I think the first obvious part is that Snake had aged quite a bit, which means that it takes place pretty far from the last cinematic trailer we saw, or maybe even just Metal Gear Solid 2, Solid 3, because this is 4. We're learning more about Snake's organization. So I think they mentioned this in one of the earlier ones, but I might not have mentioned it, that they are protecting, I think they're a government organization meant to do anti-terrorism takedowns. But I'm feeling as though all of the soldiers part of this organization, they kind of had to go through some sort of genetic modification. And I think in this case, it was these nanomachines. I think that's what it was called. Nanomachines being injected into you to be giving you super soldier abilities. And that evil guy who looks like Snake, I think his name was Liquid. I almost think it's the same guy in Metal Gear Solid 2 trailer, I think it was, where he said, I'm the brother of darkness and you're the brother of light. So because they look very similar, I'm just going to say they're brothers, okay? The scene with the two men fighting at the end that didn't really integrate into the story. The one that looked like an humanoid robot, I think he's a newer generation of soldiers that are being created from this terrorist tech group. And then the gentleman with the dog chains, I feel as though he's part of the same group of Snake's group, but maybe like a younger generation because he doesn't look as old as Snake. So they're battling it out. But I feel as though that just has a significance that you're going to have to battle some of these humanoids. And you're starting to learn about, hey, things are changing in this tech company. They're getting a lot more advanced and their weaponry outputs are getting a lot more advanced too. And I think Liquid is behind these humanoids. I also think he has something else up his sleeve. He's probably creating his agenda where he's kind of built it through generations, you know, so he built this army, the army that was created from the organization. He intentionally injected them with these nanomachines probably earlier on. And then now he's using his technology to his advantage by being able to control them all at mass. Plus these humanoids are these evolved types of weaponry that he's producing. So I think his agenda is still to take over the world. I don't know. What's he trying to do? He's trying to do something, but he's building an army to do that. And it's getting pretty intense. Like the army is starting to, you know, like come to fruition. He's kind of getting the upper hand in this war that he's been fighting for generations. I don't know, decades? I think that was a decade. I don't know. Snake looks pretty old, so I'm going to say it's probably at least 3 decades. At least. Okay, we're going to go on to the next one, which is Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengance. Wonder if this is part of the storyline or a side game.
After the Patriots, I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life.
Are Patriots the terrorist group?
A country plagued with civil war entrusts its fate and the life of its leader to a man reborn as a machine.
Hey, those were one of the 3 groups in that online multiplayer game.
In a world of asymmetric war, where you don't know who you're fighting,
huh?
It's hard to know.
That's the dude with the humanoid dude. So he's a good guy? He looks super cool.
After the fall of the Sons of the Patriots, cyborg technology runs rampant and information flows freely. But the truth is lost on those who refuse to see. And when the battle raging around you reflects the battle within, the only path back to the light is through the darkness.
Oh, that is so neat. That was super cool. I actually kind of like this storyline better than I do Metal Gear Solid. And it seems as though he can slow time. Or his perspective of time.
I told myself this was about justice. About protecting the weak. But I was wrong.
Revengance. Wow, that one really just took a big twist. So, I think in the last trailer of Metal Gear Solid 4, these nanomachines are kind of the cyborg stage. I think they call them cyborgs. The cyborg, maybe the start of where cyborgs kind of kick off in the world by injecting these nanomachines into people. In this trailer, though, I think that was the same white-haired cyborg from the other game trailer, which is really interesting. And because it's called Revengeance, I wonder, maybe he went through this experiment and he was also kind of coming off feeling wronged or being controlled, and he wanted to make a difference by, I think he actually wants to take down cyborgs, because the way that they framed cyborgs at the beginning of that cinematic trailer, it sounded as though people are starting to rely on cyborgs, or they're changing themselves from regular humans to cyborgs. And I think this guy's goal is to just kind of get rid of the cyborgs altogether, because I think people are starting to abuse their power of being a cyborg. Hence why they said the ruler of a nation decided to become a cyborg, and lots of knifing in the throat and killing. Ugh, don't like any of that. So it kind of takes a different twist. So it takes elements of the last Metal Gear Solid game and it starts to embed it into this new direction, which I think is really neat, because honestly, this guy looks a lot cooler than Snake. Don't hate me for saying that, but the gameplay just looks a lot neater. And you also have a lot more abilities and capabilities than, let's say, Snake would, because he's just, I mean, he comes off as a regular human. Okay, I think we are moving on to Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Yes, there is a lot of gore, as we're learning now.
She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Pause? I think that's the girl with the puffy brown hair.
We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border.
They called her Captain.
You go in solo.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
Snake is back.
Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico.
He looks so much younger than the last trailer. Is it him? Okay.
Chico, where's Paz?
She's dead.
What year is it where you're still using cassette tapes? Huh, that's a new fighting style they've integrated in the game.
Snake, what took you so long?
Wait, what did he say? Oh, that was so quiet.
Snake, what took you so long?
I can't even understand him. I couldn't. Here's my expert opinion of this game. They didn't really release too much in this trailer. You are saving two people, Paz and Chico. I think Paz is the girl with the puffy brown hair. I could totally be wrong because they haven't really mentioned too many names in these trailers. Chico is that kid. And then they use a good old cassette player to play the vocals of her death. So she is dead, but I still think he goes in there to rescue people, and he discovers more. A few interesting things is it seems as though he's still working for his organization. So maybe all the shady things he's learned of his organization, he's just kind of dusted it under the rug and said, you know, I'm okay with this. I'm getting good pay. I'm gonna stay. I don't know what he's doing with this info. But he clearly likes where he's at, and he clearly cares for the people of his organization to go and put his life at risk to save them. Let's move on to the next one, which is Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, the last one.
Don't you die on me, damn it! He's dropping! Intubate, now! Cardiac arrest, he's in VFib.
Does that say Fox?
Clear!
Maybe that's his organization's name.
No response, hit him again! Clear!
R.I.P. Snake. I think that's Snake. R.I.P. Snake.
How's he doing?
Well, he's stabilized.
Oh, never mind. I scratched that.
He's in a coma.
What about him?
So Snake is alive. And it looks like there were 3 of the men in that operation room. Is it Zoff or Fox? Oh no! Okay, this could actually be the scene of them leaving on how they got in the operational room in the first place. Is that a scene of abandonment? Oh. Someone lost an arm, but who is it? Is that the girl with the brown puffy hair? What is going on? Why is there Pegasus all of a sudden? Oh no, it's not. It was an illusion. Oh no, I lied. There is. No, not the horse. Is this the intro cinematic? I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Maybe he woke up from his coma, so that's why the nurse is reacting like that. From Fox to Phantoms Reborn. Is that Liquid and Snake? Fox versus Zoff. Okay.
Yes, I know. You would like to know how long.
Phantom Elevation.
I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
Wait, what? This is a little hard to unpack.
You see this? Diamond Dogs.
Does he have a horn?
Our new home.
What is that thing lodged in his forehead?
V has come too.
I feel like this is so cryptic. I don't know where to start. I'm 99% sure I'm gonna get this one wrong because this trailer was so cryptic. Okay, here's my expert opinion about Metal Gear Solid 5. This one's a tough one. There's a lot of different elements in this game than what I've seen in some of the previous trailers. It seems like there was some sort of accident in a mission with Snake and friends or Snake and colleagues. I don't know who they are to him. And from that mission, Snake and friends got injured. I can't still help but feel that the organization that Snake had worked for somehow betrayed him by withholding information or their real purpose in the game. So I feel because of that, Snake went a bit rogue. And I got that from when they threw the badges off of the helicopter that they were riding. Fox. I don't think they ever described what Fox was in the cinematic trailers. I'm sure they go into it in the game. It's just a bit hard for me to describe what Fox is. But it could be two things. It could either be the organization that Snake works for, or it could be the terrorist organization. But I also think because they introduce Zoff, XOF, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, it's probably a split of that organization somehow. Maybe there was a group that kind of rebelled against it. Maybe I could tie that back to the boss in some of the previous trailers where the boss had betrayed them in a sense. So maybe the boss went over to Zoff. That's my thoughts there. Now, they also introduced in this game some man on fire or a fiery Pegasus. I think they came together as a group. He was interesting because they didn't really have those types of elements in some of the earlier games. My guess on him is that he's part of the genetically modified soldiers such as Snake. And maybe he has the same genes as Snake. I have no idea, but there's some sort of relation to him. I don't know if he's on the same side as Snake. He might be on a different side because I think there was a part at the end where he's chasing Snake away. Or, I'm just trying to think of the title of the game, Phantom Pain. Maybe he is Snake's alter ego because Snake is kind of in this conflicting position where he doesn't know what side he's on, but he's also a real person. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Or maybe the alter ego of Snake is him growing this horn. Was that a horn coming out of his forehead or was it a piece of cement stuck there? I couldn't really tell, but I think that's a different form of Snake through all of the turmoil that he's been experiencing throughout all of the games. That wraps up my summary of the storylines. Did I nail it? I don't think I nailed it. Just because Hideo Kojima made these games, I know that I probably captured, I don't know, 5% of all of the twists that actually occur throughout the storyline, and I suspect the game is far more intricate than what I had summarized it as. Would this be a game I play? The fans are gonna hate me for this. I actually don't think I would want to gravitate towards this game at all. And just to be honest, I just don't think that this type of game fits within my cup of tea, if that makes sense. And that doesn't discredit the fact that I think this game is a masterpiece, or it's, you know, it's one of those that sit at the top there. It just doesn't make the hairs, I don't have any hair on my arm, the hairs on my arm stand up. It just doesn't give me that level of excitement, and it could just be because I didn't resonate with the game, as I haven't with many, right? Because I haven't played everything. There's just truly too much to play. However, the game with the humanoid, the white-haired humanoid, I would play that game. That game looks really fun. I think I just really enjoy the battle style of that game versus the battle style of Snake and him being incognito, navigating through terrorist organizations. It's just, I mean, the last game I played like that was probably, I don't know, 007 back on N64. Those games were fun for its time. I don't know if I'd go back to them, although they were very great. I just don't think this game tickles my fancy. I don't know any other way to put it. Or so the storyline does look interesting, so I'll give it that. And you know, maybe what I can do at the least to satisfy my curiosity around the title is to watch some storyline trailers, and I think that would give me enough knowledge to kind of respond to my thoughts. That's probably the least I would do. Let me know more about the Metal Gear Solid franchise below, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel for some more expert opinions. I will also link my socials down below. Go ahead, give me a follow there, or if you want to just creep, that's fine too. You can creep me. I'll allow it. I will see you in a new video soon. Have a great day, gamers.